Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Outer Wilds. So we are going to do a little bit more blind exploration today, and then I think it's time to sit down with the ship's computer. I'm really enjoying the part where we're just wandering around the galaxy having no idea what we're looking for and just stumbling into things. So I know there's been a couple of people who are in the comments who have been like, you don't have to wait until you've seen all the stuff to use the computer. And yeah, I know. That's that's not why I'm doing it. So I went back to Giant's Deep, and I tried to sneak into the storm in the middle as the jellyfish were coming out of it, hoping that I'm looking for Dark Bramble, by the way. There we are. This might be bad. This might be a real scary time we're about to have here. But I was kind of hoping that the electrical field had to, open a little bit in order for the jellyfish to get through. That they, I don't know, pushed it open with current somehow. Oh, I can autopilot this. And that so we might be able to sneak through the opening while they were doing that. But it doesn't seem to be the case. And, in fact, the jellyfish themselves also fry the ship's electrical system. And then I also tried getting through without the ship. Just me. That doesn't work either. The electrical storm is not kind to the spacesuit. So I'm thinking, whatever it is that that we need to do there, we might just not have the knowledge necessary yet. Let's kill the autopilot here and continue slowing. So we have reason to believe that there are big scary anglerfish around here, at least some of the time. I'm a little paranoid about that. I'm also just looking to see if there's anything on these outer chunks. Obviously, in the middle of Dark Bramble, there's going to be some interesting stuff, but I'm kind of curious if the surface holds anything worth looking at. It looks like the answer to that might be no. Yeah, I feel like we've now inspected almost the entire shattered surface of this thing. Alright, let's match up and try to go into the middle, and maybe this is just going to be, totally nightmarish. Alright, buckle up, everybody. I'll try not to scream too loudly. Fire the retros, want to go in a little bit slower. So when we fired our scout launcher through the bramble seed on Hearth, it went into a misty place with a big anglerfish skeleton? Am I remembering that correctly? So maybe here? I'm also a little worried that we're going to go in here and get immediately attacked. Those lights are probably anglerfish, right? Hold on, I have my own scout launcher. Let's launch a scout here. Sorry, I know I'm acting like a big fraidy cat, but it's just because I am that thing. Scout launcher not giving me a lot to work with here. Kind of feels like it's traveling a lot further than it ought to be able to. Well, it didn't get attacked by anything. I'm starting to think that the space inside of Dark Bramble maybe isn't all actually inside of Dark Bramble. Lights on, headlights off. They're blind, right? Headlights can be on. I don't think it's going to matter much. Lights are going off. This is real creepy, actually. Oh, the lights are not going off. Things are coming between us and the lights. Well, remember, if we die, no real consequences. I don't want to go toward the lights, but I feel like we should. I don't really know what else there is to do in here. Here, I'm going to go around this side of this bramble. And then we're going to approach this light. Okay, the light's inside another little bramble cavern here. This place is really creepy. I'm a little on edge right now. And once again, I would like it to be noted, the headlights are on. We are seeing all we can see at this moment. Please don't let me get jumped by a giant jump scare fish. We are heading directly toward, you know, a trap. A thing that is designed to trap people into heading toward it. Maybe this is silly, but I'm trying to just keep, like, some object in front of us. Yeah, it's moving. Big jump scare fish. Okay, well, the good news is, again, consequences for death basically minimal. Okay. Pretty bad jump scare. I don't know. I don't feel great. It's blind, though, right? So I stopped moving entirely there, thinking that maybe if I wasn't making noise, it wouldn't be able to track us anymore. But it definitely still seemed to be coming for us. Well, so what we know is, it's easy enough to get them hung up on brambles and stuff. If we tried to go in there, we might be able to navigate through by just staying close to the brambly bits inside and using them as cover. Let's try going toward the red light that was in the cavern. And then we'll see if that also leads us to fish murder. And if it does, then I suppose we've sort of seen everything. We've seen at least a little bit of everything. At that point, maybe we'll sit down with the ship's computer and try to work out what exactly the rumor mode does for us. But for now, I really do just want to keep exploring, keep enjoying the wonder of blind exploration. Okay, we also could try to get to the station around the sun. It might be worth going for. We just get there very quickly before the sun grows at all. What is that? Oh, that's probably the probe, right? Wait, is it? If I equip my scout launcher... Well, that's not gonna work. Come back here. Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. We'll worry about it later. Everything will still be where it is later. Out of curiosity. Oh! Interesting. I was gonna say, I wonder if there are any frequencies in Dark Bramble. That's the harmonica. Okay. This is how we're going to navigate in here. We'll just follow the signal. Match. Okay, we want to go slowly and carefully here. I may end up getting us eaten by a fish again. Yeah, space is weird in here. We are a lot further away from this than we were before. Okay, so maybe rather than going to the red light, what I want to do is just try to keep heading in the direction of the signal. It does seem to be right at that particular light, doesn't it? Yeah, it sure does. Alright, well, maybe I'm just gonna get Et again here. Seems possible. Wait, hold on, I have an idea. Let's keep trying to use the rooty bits as cover here as we approach. It seems like it's pretty easy to get the fish stuck on them. We do not want to be just out in the open. Oof, collision. Okay. So, the brambles are like... Oh dear. Well, that seems bad. Okay, so the bramble knots are like portals, which I guess we knew because we fired the scout through that one. Speaking of firing the scout through that one, maybe that would be a thing to do now. Wow, that was a hell of a shot. I just put him right through some other little bramble knot there. That's the place... That's the place that we saw when we fired the scout through the bramble knot that we saw on Hearth, isn't it? Like a big anglerfish skeleton. Y'all, I hate this. I don't like the scary. Can't see my signal scope anymore. Interesting. I'm getting another... Hold on. So the signal is 720 meters in this direction. But it's also... I can't quite get a read on these. This signal scope is not the easiest thing in the universe to use. It's also right there. And right... Okay. Again, let's just try to stay careful. Every time I bump into the wall, though, it turns us a bunch, so I'm going to be a little cautious of that ruining my approach. Okay, we're just going to stay near the big, scary roots. Maybe if we cause a fish to crash into spiky parts, it might actually die? Or, like, go away, at least. Hold on. We're getting a reading from here? We are not. But where does this go? Well, we have a way of figuring that out. So, of course, more misty brambles. And then through another knot. And then through another knot. Maybe looping. Seems possible. Okay. Don't trust your eyes. Trust the scope. Getting a lot of bad duplicate signals here. Did I pull my scout back? Retrieve. Yeah, so it's in all of those places simultaneously when we fire it out like that. That's pretty weird. Okay. That light right there. Let's continue to use the brambles for cover. Don't like how close we're having to get to some of these. Some of the lights in the darkness are just the teleportation knots. Wait. It's like right here. So, bad news. Can't fit the ship through that. And I somehow managed to miss it. It's actually kind of hard to shoot the scout launcher appropriately here because it doesn't... Yeah, it doesn't go exactly where you want it to. It doesn't issue from the center of the thing. Okay, this is where I want to go. I'm correct in thinking that I can't get the ship through here, right? Okay. Where else am I hearing the signal from? I'm hoping that we're going to find there's another way to get to the place where it seems like we need to go here. I'm a little worried this is just going to take us backwards. This place is terrifying to me. I'm sorry if I'm not talking a lot. I'm like extremely on edge right now. Okay. Oh, only one light in here. Alright, so we are now 800 meters away again. Stop crashing. Okay. Everything's fine. Not everything is fine. It's actually just really hard to drive in all this fog. In theory, it's safe to navigate just directly toward this light, because it's where the signal's coming from, and we don't... Oh, it's not where the signal's coming from, it's near where the signal's coming from. Hold on, we gotta find like a wall or something. Yeah, a bit like that, I guess. I just don't want to get eaten by a big fish again, is all I'm thinking. Okay, here we go. I just want some cover, that's all. What is this? Why is there a flashing light over here? Hold on, let's see if we can get a vision of the disturbance here. Nope, it's a little far in the distance. Do I want to go toward that? I will say this strategy, never mind, I was about to say this strategy doesn't seem to be yielding a lot of fruit so far, but never mind, we totally found the place, I think. Boy, these anglerfish, they get big, huh? I need to hold and roll the ship. We're gonna have to land on that surface. There's a gravity crystal down there, but that's not gonna help the ship very much. I do believe we've located Feldspar, everybody. I cannot get the ship any further into this. What am I think I'm stuck on the jaw there? I mean, maybe we just get out of the ship. I don't really want to just leave my ship floating, though, because I'm pretty sure that that ends with the ship just floating away. It's just, that's all I'm thinking here. We don't have forever, right? At some point here, the universe is gonna collapse on us. Alright, I think this is as close as we're getting. Unbuckle. I am wearing my suit. Okay, hard to navigate. Here we go, here we go. First of all, let's go ahead and identify the signal. Alright. Hey, Feldspar, how's it going? How are you playing that thing with your helmet still on? Whoa! Where'd you come from? No one's come here in, well, ever, actually. That makes you the second Hearthian to ever reach Dark Bramble. After me, of course. Well done. Say, it's you! They made you an astronaut? And you haven't blown yourself up yet. Good for you. Well, I mean, once or twice. Feldspar, you're alive! Now, you never were the brightest hatchling, were you? Yeah, that's right, I'm alive. Been camping out here since my ship, crashed violently. You crashed, but you're the greatest pilot in Hearthian history. I haven't lived in polite society for a while, so I'm just going to go ahead and assume that wasn't sarcasm. My story goes like this. I just finished exploring the core of Giant's Deep, and I wanted to try my hand at Dark Bramble, seeing as no one had ever been before. Getting around in Dark Bramble was easy, mind you. Once you've dodged one massive interdimensional vine bristling with thorns, you've dodged them all. Yeah, it doesn't really seem to work quite so easily for me. But after a while, I run into this huge anglerfish. You've seen them. Big, gnarly things, and this is the biggest one I'd ever seen. I pull a few stunts, try to shake the thing off. Nothing too fancy. I'm going full speed when the fish clips me, knocks me into a vine, and... well, like I said, I crash. Blammo! On impact, my ship starts making noises like it's coming apart from the inside, and I think, well, that ain't great. Sure enough, I barely get out of there before the electrical system starts sparking like crazy. It's either move fast or die unpleasantly, so I had to put a little distance between me and my poor fried ship. I camped out near where I crashed at first. I found this skeleton later. Great find, would have been stupid not to use it. Oh, that sparking light in the distance must be his ship with the failing electrical system. So I moved my setup over here and planted my emergency tree seeds. Been here ever since. I can't believe you destroyed your ship. He did not say that. I think if I say this, he'll probably clarify. Well, easy for you to say. Your ship probably has all kinds of fancy modifications and upgrades, like working retro boosters and non-flammable construction materials. Nope, turns out, still making them out of wood. Anyway, that's how it all went down, Hatchling. Story's over, but feel free to stay and enjoy the fire a while. Or don't. Fire's not going anywhere. Anything else you wanted? Yeah, like a ton of stuff. You reached the core of Giant's Deep? How'd you do it? Giant's Deep's core, huh? Ah, that was a wild one. But since you're asking, I gotta assume you haven't made it down there yourself yet, right? Well, if I tell you how, it kinda feels like cheating. Dude, do not mess with me on this. On a completely unrelated note, that sure was a big hollow vine my ship crashed into. Yep. If I were you, I'd go take a walk and see where it ends. You'll want to go to the tail end of this anglerfish skeleton here and look for a flickering light in the fog. That'll be my old ship. Path starts there. Okay, I'd already sort of figured it out. Hold on. I found something. I found Know My Writing saying anglerfish are blind. Aha! So the blasted things do have a weakness. Meaning my fly as fast as I can approach to dealing with them could have used a bit more thought behind it. Ah well, at least they didn't eat me. All's well that ends well, eh, Hatchling? Hold on, we got more chatting to do here. Also, I found a dark bramble seed on Timberhearth. Well, that's bad business. As Chert will tell you if you so much as glance in Dark Bramble's direction, there used to be a fifth planet where the bramble is now. This infernal plant appeared at the center and kept growing and growing and growing until it shattered the planet and scattered its pieces across space. If we don't get that seed you found sorted real quick-like, I suspect Timberhearth will be headed toward the same fate. And I tell you what, we Hearthians have overcome far too much to be done in by some worthless seed. Yeah, we're gonna chat with him quite a bit, actually. What happened to this anglerfish? Oh, the skeleton? It was like this when I got here. Near as I can tell, the anglerfish must have been chewing on the vine and eaten a seed, and then the seed grew and grew in the poor fish's stomach until, well, this happened. Gross, huh? The skeleton was a good find. The light keeps the fish away, you know? See, they're territorial, so they mostly avoid each other. That's why I set up camp here. Except that we know they can't see the light. He has not integrated that information into his dialogue just yet. Should I tell ground control to come get you? Do you want somebody, like, some help? Well, yeah, sure, whenever you have the time. Frankly, I kind of like it out here. Quiet, peaceful-ish. You're a little young to understand, but it's a lot of pressure being the best that ever was. It's been nice to have a break. Okay, so we'll go back to the observatory when we start the next loop, and tell them where he is. Okay, then I think I'm good. Okay, my ship did not really go anywhere. That was nice of it. Okay, may as well top off. I don't know how much time we have left. So... yeah, that light over there. Okay, we gotta get away from the... I'm really actually very stuck, apparently. How on earth did I get the ship so stuck? There we go. We're just gonna go around the anglerfish. And then we're gonna... slow down. Okay, we're just gonna head into the darkness here. Board his old ship. And into the vine. So... oh, wait. I bumped it in here with me, which is a little unfortunate. His ship shocked my ship, maybe? Okay. We have stopped. I do not have headlights until we fix that, and that's probably pretty important. Oh, geez, this sucks. I'll have my own flashlight, at least. Ooh, okay. Don't love this. Where's the electrical system? Okay, it's probably that. Okay, easy. Just tape all the wires back together and pretend that never happened. Everything's fine. So we have two options here. We can just go out the other side of the hole punched straight through. I think that's probably, yeah, not going to result in me getting what I want. I think we have to go down the path inside of the vine, which unfortunately we have now pushed the other sparking ship into. I'm wondering if this is something where I'm going to have to just bail on the ship and go myself, because it looks like it gets pretty narrow here. I'm having a really hard time jamming the ship through it. Okay, I'm going to just go on my own. Wait, hold on. Buckle up. Neutralize thrusters. Okay, now we go. But with the limited air and everything, pretty not ideal. Then again, if I'm never able to get past this thing, like, I think I screwed up pretty badly by pushing it into the passage, and I don't know how to fix that, so I'm just gonna go myself. It does get really narrow. You know what? We wouldn't be able to take the ship in here anyway. This is way too narrow. So I guess let's just see what happens. Wait. It feels like... I had a really hard time, actually, with the gravity. Okay, so go forward. Then at some point the gravity switches. So I'm looking up now? Sort of. Yeah, I'm only able to go forward by engaging the go upward thruster. And now I'm just walking. That is our hurry it up warning, if I remember correctly. Yeah, we're inside the center of... We're in the ice. Okay, the jellyfish are electrical, and they totally can kill you. I'm a little leery of just climbing down into that jellyfish. Is that the only way forward? Looks like it might be, if it's a way forward at all. Okay. I mean, it doesn't look like it is, though. Yeah, there's not actually a way through here. Oh, wait. What is this? Note to Feldspar. Do not eat this even if you are dying. It would be too sad if this was the last thing you ever ate in this life. I guess these jellyfish are only useful for insulation from electricity. Again, do not eat. Okay, so the jellyfish are useful for insulation against electricity. Huh. Well, I do believe that's the sound of our end coming there. I could swear to you that I tried jamming the ship... Hold on. Trip number 4, entry, I'm going to say not 1. Crashes 3, boring crashes 0. Never thought I'd see one of these beasties outside Giant's Deep. They were awfully useful back there. Maybe a jellyfish could be useful here too. Tastes terrible, though. Okay. So yeah, it is the jellyfish. I could swear that I tried going into a jellyfish to, like I said, to try to use it as a gate into the core, and the jellyfish itself shocked me. I'm pretty sure. I must have done it wrong, though. I do believe that's what it's trying to tell us to do here. Okay, let's start by going back to the observatory, telling them that we found Feldspar, and seeing if that results in anything happening. I don't know what they would do, because they only have 20 minutes from the time I tell them until the, Yeah, let's go back and tell them and see. But they have such a small amount of time, they're not going to be able to mount a rescue expedition or anything. We still have some stuff right here on Timberhearth that we haven't figured out what to do with either. Yeah, I think there's still a fair amount of game left here. We seem to be uncovering some pretty important things, but we definitely still have a lot of questions. We also still haven't figured out any kind of method of dealing with ghost matter. And it kind of seems like we're going to need one. There are some places that I can't imagine how I would get into unless we can figure out a way to pass ghost matter. Do wish I could run a little faster. Yeah, I don't know. Like, we're gonna tell the guys at the observatory where Feldspar is, and then they're gonna, like, start thinking about how to mount a rescue, and then the universe is gonna burn up, or the whole solar system is gonna burn up, and then we're gonna reset the loop and they won't know the thing anymore. This probably isn't actually useful. Alright, I am not talking to you about this. Tell me more about Feldspar? Nope, I actually can't even give them the information. Well, that's fine. Like I said, it wouldn't actually do anything anyway. I was just excited. Alright, let's get back down to the launch tower and go up to Giant's Deep and try to jam ourselves through a jellyfish or two. I really did try. I must have... Maybe I tried to go through too early. Or maybe the idea is not at all to go through a jellyfish as it's leaving, but to wait until the jellyfish leaves and then, try to merge into it. Maybe we could get it stuck on the outside of our ship, and then we could use it to push through. If that's the case, if that's what we need to do, then I'm sort of bummed out, because I was so close to guessing it on my own. That would have been really neat if I had done that. Alright. Let's give this a go. I really do love the music in this game. Honestly, I kind of love almost everything about this game. I'm having a really good time. Alright, Giant's Deep. It's a little bit easier if you lift off immediately, because Giant's Deep is, like, directly above you. Okay. It's not like it's too terribly far. What is going to be the best way to get around the sun here? I'm trying going up and to the right pretty hard, but you can see on the thrusting what I'm doing. There we go. It takes a little while to get clear of celestial bodies, and I am not. I am trying to be careful about engaging the autopilot while there are things between me and the destination, because it sure seems like it doesn't really care about intervening objects. Not in the way you'd want it to. Okay, so we gotta locate the cluster of whirlwinds, find the one that's going counterclockwise, and then try to become one with the jellyfish. Maybe the problem is that you have to enter them from below? I mean, I would expect the tentacles to be the dangerous part. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Maybe we can kill the autopilot here. Okay, I have no idea where... Never mind. I was going to say I have no idea where the cluster of whirlwinds is. Okay, counterclockwise, counterclockwise. This guy's going clockwise. That's clockwise. That's clockwise. There really are just a lot of them, huh? I should probably get a little bit higher above the sea. Clockwise, clockwise. Actually, I'm not seeing it. That one's doing clockwise. Well, probably what I have done is looked right at it and dismissed it as the wrong one. There it is. Just gonna fly into it at full speed and let it do all the work. Because let's be honest, I'm not great at doing the work. Okay, we got a red spot over here, so I think that means that a jellyfish is going to emerge. Yep. Alright, so we're gonna let it emerge and then try to just climb into it. Hey there, buddy. Oh. Oh, God. Okay. Can't really tell what's happening right now. What if we just hit it that on like this and we... Oh, it's... Yeah, it's pushing through me is what's happening. I was having trouble reading the situation there because we were getting turned away by the jellyfish. So let's try maybe not colliding directly with the cap. Not actually sure what the different parts of a jellyfish are called. I mean, the tentacles look really electrical, though. Actually, the whole thing's looking pretty electrical right now. I feel like at this moment touching it might be a bad idea. Oh, it's actually still under the surface there. It's sunk under the surface while we were looking at it. Oh, maybe that's what we want to do. We want to find one that's sinking under the surface, not one that's coming out. Okay, let's go over here and check out the ones that are already out. Because do they all just go back in? It kind of seems like that one's going back in. So maybe what I'm supposed to do is climb into the tentacles and let it push us down. It looks really electrical, though. Yeah, I'm just wrong. It definitely did not shock us. I'm trying really hard to stay in the tentacles. Like, it's definitely pushing us down, but it's also pushing us to the side. Here we go. Oh, it's working. Trying to stay in. Okay. Okay, we're through. Alright, so what is all this then? Now, there we go. That's the thing we're looking for. So we need to get over near the broken tunnel. Does this actually have access? It totally does. The door still works. Okay, so park you right about here. The ship is drifting. Well, I mean, there's nothing for it, really, right? Okay. Alright, let's just be very careful on approach. Yeah, the ship's gonna drift away somewhere. Hopefully it won't be able to go very far. Oh, right, water pressure. Sure. Okay. Alright. The floor works. So what are we looking at here? Okay. Is this the thing that lets us see what the probe is seeing? Oh, that's showing us a model of the intended orbital cannon. So yeah, it's like blueprinting the trip for us. Receiving data from probe 9383. Visualizing current trajectory of probe 9383. Okay. I jumped too high and got myself sucked up to the roof. I was just trying to get a little closer to it because I can't quite tell what the bodies are. Alright, well, let's walk the power orb over to the next station here. So were multiple probes fired? Is it going to show me multiple trajectories here? The other one was 9383. Huh. That looks a little bit like their representations of the eye. Retrieving previous launch data from Ash Twin. Total number of probes launched 9383. Deep space anomaly matching all known criteria for the eye of the universe, found by probe 9354. So, about 30 probes ago, they seemed to have found it. Come on, you. Stubborn. Oh, what is this? Retrieving stored coordinates from Ash Twin. Displaying coordinates for the Eye of the Universe. I don't know what to do with that. I don't know what the... I mean, okay, the ship's log updated. It's information we have now. Let's just flip over to here. There's a Nomai statue here that doesn't have its eyes open. Huh. I wonder if there's any way for us to, like, get somebody over to it. I'm always going to check to see if there's stuff behind the wall. So that's the Ash Twin projection stone. Is there another one around here? It doesn't look like it. No, there totally is. The launch module projection stone. So we've already been inside the launch module, though. Yeah. And I believe we have already read the text associated with this stone as well. Yeah, I think so. I'm honored and terrified. Yeah, we definitely read this text before. We'll be capable of receiving our probe's data if the probe tracking module is destroyed. What a shame that would be. Just put this down right there for a moment. And then the Ash Twin projection stone just shows us this chamber with the three things turned on. So, I mean, the thing that really mattered here was the set of coordinates for the Eye of the Universe, but I don't know how to read those coordinates, nor, like, what use they would be to us. Wait, my ship log updated. Ash Twin Project is almost prepared to receive the probe data from the orbital cannon. Romy is adding some finishing touches here, but she'll be finished soon. Are you and the orbital probe cannon well? We are. The probe tracking module is ready to record each launch's flight trajectory, and will automatically transmit all relevant data to you. Once the probe determines the location of the Eye of the Universe, I'll send an alert directly to you and Raimi. On the other appendage, I'm now worried about the cannon's structural integrity and its crew's moral integrity. Yeah, seems like a fair worry. Okay. So... yeah, I don't really know what to do with this information. Like, obviously it's very important. So it kind of looks like an S laying on its side, and also the Bluetooth rune symbol, and also like an Allen wrench. Also, there's an Allen wrench involved. I don't know what to do with that information. No, I was trying to get myself anchored back onto that surface. Gravity crystals. Help a brother out here. Give me some assistance. Yeah, it's very important information. Obviously. I just don't know what to do with it. Now, let's try to get back out of here. Let's see if there's anything else down here in the core of Giant's Deep. I can't imagine there would be. Ugh. Okay. Ship was not able to go far. I'm also not 100% sure how we're going to get out. I mean, I guess, like, I know what I guess we would have to just get on top of a jellyfish. Alright, like I said, let's start with looking around. So this is some kind of big coral structure, I guess. Is there anything of interest here aside from... it looks like the core part is not hollow or anything. It doesn't have any entrances. I think we might have seen the only thing of value that there is to see here. Alright, careful. Don't get too close to the electro wall. Yeah. Don't really know what to do with this. This might be a good time to have a look at the ship's computer, actually. So, computer. The ship log Successfully updated with the codes. The Quantum Grove, is that what we're calling it? Yeah, it turns out I've not looked at the rumor mode since the first episode or something. So everything's going to fill in all at once here. We definitely have not seen everything. We've seen a lot. So we found ourselves in the city. Can I... Hold on. Let's just skip it with E. I was kind of enjoying watching it fill in all the things, but at this point... That's not the button I wanted. Okay. Zoom view is shift. That's what I wanted. Subsurface energy readings. Are these color-coded by... Color-coded by planet, maybe? So red is stuff that has to do with the vessel, orange is the ash twin, green is here. Green is Giant's Deep. That makes sense. I passed through the electric barrier and reached the coral forest. I certainly did. So, but like this is... Shouldn't this be green as well? So the exclamation point means that there's information here that I haven't seen. Yeah, it's weird that this is gray. Because these things are things about Timberhearth. No, my device was created to pinpoint the thing. Yeah, and see, these are not all things that are about Giant's Deep, because the Southern Observatory is elsewhere. So I don't actually know how to read this damn thing. Well, what I'm most interested in at this point is quantum stuff. The Quantum Grove? More to explore here. Okay, so anything that has an orange asterisk on it is stuff I haven't finished. We're twins, Northern Hemisphere. Nomai named Coleus mysteriously vanished from a cave at the bottom of the dry lake bed at Ember Twin's North Pole. Okay. Good information. I have not actually reached the Tower of Quantum Knowledge in Brittle Hollow. What I'm looking for right now, really, is information about the room that we're in right now. Or the room that we were just in, rather. Shuttle's equipment heard strange energy readings coming from somewhere beneath the surface. Two of the Nomai located a fissure in the ice on the interloper's sunward side and descended inside to investigate. Oh, I have not actually gone to the interloper. That's an interesting point. But yeah, what I actually want here is... Okay, so it took a picture of the coordinates for us. That's good. Probe tracking module automatically records each probe's trajectory and transmits the data to the Ash Twin project. So could we feed... Like, maybe if we used the gravity cannon to pull back the probe that's stuck on the interloper, could we feed the coordinates into it somehow? Maybe. Yeah, this is all very interesting. I kind of want to go try to land on the interloper. I don't know where we're at as far as time goes on this loop. It's been about 20 minutes, I think, provided that nothing we've done has counted as pause time. I bet looking at the computer pauses time. So if we wanted to get out of here, I would need to find... There's another bit of hallway over here. Doesn't have anything of interest in it. If we want to get out of here, we got to find ourselves a jellyfish. But where are they all? You would think they would not be too hard to see on account of bright red and electric. Okay, there's one. I can't tell if you're going out or in. Oh, it's coming back in. I need one that's leaving. I guess we could just hang out with this guy for a while. Oh, he does actually look like he just turned around. Stay with the jellyfish. Stay with the jellyfish. Okay. Our jellyfish friend has delivered us. Looks like we are cool to leave the ocean. Okay, I don't know if we have enough time to actually make it to the interloper before things get grim. Sun looks pretty mad. So that's not what I want. I want map. The interloper... You know what? It's on re-entry. Hey look, Whitehall Station. Yeah. Alright, let's try. Try to get to it. Oh. It's still within the gravity of Giant's Deep, it turns out. I had not been firing the engines, and I fell back into the planet. Okay, I think we're clear of it now. Is that the interloper? Am I looking at Whitehall Station here? No idea what I'm looking at, actually. Okay, the interloper is by Dark Bramble. Gotta get myself a little reoriented here. So, that's all wrong. Dark Bramble, okay. So I think that might be the interloper just above the cursor, maybe? Or is that it? Actually, super hard to tell. Oh, there it is. Okay, we are going to try to land on the interloper. Don't necessarily have a lot of time here, but it's also not a very big comet. Honestly, it might be pretty big as far as comets go. I have no way of knowing that. And I know I'm coming in pretty hot here. We're going to start slowing down presently. My thinking is just that since we know we don't have a lot of time, I unfortunately overestimated the braking ability of the ship. Well, we're just not going to get it on this run through. By the way, I'm accelerating at maximum speed right now, as you can see on the thrustometer. This is the best we can do. Alright, I'll just let the autopilot do it. I think it's going to end up too close to the star for us to touch it here, and then the star's going to go supernova on us. A little worried about the path that the autopilot is taking. Okay, now I mean, things are professional. What am I looking at here? That's Timberhearth, okay. What the hell, autopilot? I aborted the autopilot, and then apparently me doing that caused the thing to just arbitrarily accelerate. Come on. Fire, fire, fire. Let's try not to fall into the star. Okay. Jesus. Well. The interloper does kind of seem to be going directly into the sun. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to get anything done on that one. Not right now, anyway. Let's see if we can just make it back to Timberhearth. Maybe we can do something useful down there before, you know, this process finishes. That's not what I wanted to do. It does look like it's pretty close to blowing, though. Alright, let's start slowing down. The autopilot, actually, the autopilot system being damaged seems to have disabled the speed matching capability of our ship. I'm going to have to actually guide this all the way in manually, which is harder than it probably looks. Okay, if the star wants to just, like, go ahead and put me out of my misery, it should feel free to do so. Okay. Alright. Well, I don't really need to be suited up here on Timber Hearth, but basically I'm just trying to, like, do anything at all of value before we get consumed. So we know a little bit more about Nomai architecture and stuff, but I still don't see any way to activate the text in this ring. Not sure what we could do about that. Let's head down here to, are we gonna be able to make it to the Quantum Grove in time? Maybe not. We can try, though. So I'm gonna be honest with you. My thought for the Quantum Grove was that once we figured out what to do with it, it would lead us to Feldspar. Because remember, we detected his signal here on Timber Hearth. Huh. Wait a minute, where am I? We go in here? Oh yeah, I'm not actually indoors. I was like, this is a big cave. But it's not that this is a big cave, it's that the sun stopped producing light a moment ago. Okay, let's do one more loop. We know way more stuff now. In particular, I'm sure it's super relevant that we know the coordinates. I just don't know what to do with them. Actually, you know, I'm looking at the time. Maybe we shouldn't do anymore. I'm sorry to, sorry to find all of this very interesting information and then not put it to use, but actually I don't think I have time for another loop, sadly. So, I guess what I'm saying is, we'll just pause it right here. That's going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. Come back next time. I think we're in sort of a full forward sprint here, if I can just figure out what direction we're supposed to be sprinting in. I'll spend a little time with the rumor interface, I'll get some plans worked out, and I will see you on Monday.